And what is your name?
My name is Aaron Turner.
What organization are you affiliated with?
The President Board Council, Boy Scouts of America.
What fundamental issue is your organization trying to address?
The primary issues that most nonprofits are probably dealing with these days are how to raise enough money to do the things that we need to do as far as programming and direct impact. We're also looking at how we can increase our scope of working with youth in our communities and increasing our membership. And the other thing is trying to find a good number of adult leaders and volunteers and community advocates that can continue to promote our cause within the general community. So we're looking at financial stability, we're looking at membership development and growth, and adult leadership and volunteerism and advocacy.
What are all of the resources being used technology-wise at your organization?
We essentially are trying to utilize current technologies and resources, i.e. We are using our website to be able to deliver a lot of things that we need to get into our general communities, general at-large communities. We also have Facebook accounts, Twitter accounts. We're also using a lot of other things that get us directly linked in into our hard-to-reach communities, and we're also using other things to help us as far as finance and ways that we get money brought into the doors, and the ways we are able to access our volunteers and give them accurate and adequate information so they can do what they need to do out in the community in advocacy for us.
Okay. What is the most interesting thing you're using technology to accomplish?
We're doing PSA ads that we're able to get into schools directly. So in schools where we have access issues where they won't allow outside organizations to come in and talk to the kids and do recruitment, we're using those types of PSA ads to be able to recruit kids. Our national marketing committee has just done a great job of revamping all of our PSAs, so they're a lot more current, they're a lot more up to date to what kids want to see versus the old stuff that used to be more geared towards parents. In scouting, still the parent is the most important entity, because without the parent we can't get the kids in the program, but we're trying to make sure that we're utilizing those new PSAs. The other things that we're using are making it feasible for people to pay, donate, register for events, etc., online. The National BSA kind of is a large entity that kind of has a one-size-fits-all model. So whether you're in the most rural places in America or the most urban, they try to make the technology work within every community, and obviously we know that that doesn't always happen because of the fact that certain places need to access things a lot quicker. So we are utilizing other ways to kind of circumvent some of the barriers that we have with communication. Funny thing is, we just got Wi-Fi in this office about a year ago because our national council was worried about access. If volunteers are here, what will they be able to plug into? And if you're, you know, a hacker or something, you're sitting in our lobby, if you know the right thing to do, you can access Social Security numbers, you can access anything. So our national office has even been dealing with how do we, how much technology, how much access do we give? Another thing we've been able to use it for is we sell popcorn, just like the Girl Scouts sell cookies, and we've been able to use that so like a scout here in Grand Rapids could get his grandmother who may live on the other side of the state to be able to order popcorn, and he would get credit for it, and so would his unit, so he'd get his commission and whatnot. So we've been able to use technology to just help move the ball forward overall.
In what way has technology changed how you work since the start of your career?
Since the start of my career, technology actually has changed leaps and bounds. I'm kind of in between when it comes to my staff. I have half my staff is older than me, the other half is younger than me, so I'm in that mid-range. And when I started working for the Boy Scouts, a lot of what we did was just relationship building, getting out there. You were your brand. There were no Facebook accounts and Twitter accounts. I mean, if you wanted somebody to know what you were about, you put together a folder of information. You know, people would just read it right there, and you know, there were no electronic business cards. I mean, it was pretty much still, you know, old school, and so that was kind of one of the things that now that technology has moved so far forward, I can tell someone, you know, go to my website, and all that information I used to have to physically carry with me and deliver, now people can sit down at their leisure. Another thing that technology has been able to do is all of our trainings for our adult leaders are available online. So where they used to have to come here or to an office somewhere and sit and have a facilitated training, now those things are available online. So they can sit at home after dinner, before dinner, after the kids go to bed, and they can do a lot of that. The other thing is that we are trying to allow technology to keep us moving in real time. So we have things like Dropbox, where our entire staff can access documents and update documents in real time. So we have access to reports a lot quicker. I can get a finance report from someone who just finished doing a fundraiser out in the field. As soon as they can get the information put in, I have it. I don't have to wait until they get into the office in 2 or 3 days, because a lot of our staff do work out in the field. This is pretty much just a hub, and our Traverse City office is a hub. So they're in just long enough to get what they need, and then they're out. So technology has changed that way. So if you look at some of our tenured staff, technology was an amenity, not a necessity. And if you look at our younger staff, technology is a necessity, period. But somebody like me, you know, we have our smartphones, we have laptops, we have, you know, this, that, and the other. I use technology to enhance what I do, but I'm not chained and tied to it. So I can, if computers didn't exist tomorrow, I could still do my job. But there's probably a good percentage of our team that probably would not know what to do anymore without that type of instant access. So emails and so on and so forth are very helpful.